Hi Curious and welcome back. It looks as if the Hollywood baby boom is in full swing once again, and this time it was model Naomi Campbell who announced that she was welcoming a baby girl. The British model is known for her stunning looks on the runway and also the many controversial situations that she had found herself in, but as some would say, most importantly, she is known for changing the fashion world. She had been publicly criticized for her actions in the past, and somehow, even while sharing the happy news of becoming a mother, she was hit with the criticism once again. Why had some hit back at Campbell, and how has she changed the world of fashion? Has she ever expressed a desire for motherhood in the past? And who were the men in her life? And who is the father of the child? And what do we know about her daughter? Stay with us until the very end to learn about Campbell and the new addition to her family. But before we continue, don't forget to turn on the notifications and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos. Before embracing on her journey to conquer motherhood, Naomi Campbell had already conquered many different things, from the fashion industry to the hearts of the Hollywood elites. And Naomi Elaine Campbell was born in Streatham, South London on May 22nd of 1970. She was raised by her Chinese Jamaican grandmother, Ruby Ming, as for most of her childhood, her mother Valerie Morris toured Europe as a professional dancer, and her father had walked out before she was even born, though that had never seemed to bother her. When she was age 16, she met French-Tunisian-based fashion designer Azzedine Alaï as her papa, and she also saw record producers Quincy Jones and Chris Blackwell as father figures, and even former South African President Nelson Mandela had referred to Campbell as his honorary granddaughter. By the time she was 3, Naomi was already attending the Barbara Speake Stage School, and by the age of 10, she was accepted into Italia Conti Academy of Theatre Arts to study ballet. And when she was 7 years old, she appeared in the music video for Bob Marley's song, Is This Love? And in 1983, she danced in Culture Club's video, I'll Tumble For Ya. And because of her talent for dance and her success at such a young age, it was assumed that she would follow in her mother's footsteps, but those dreams were changed after she had a chance encounter with Beth Bolt, the head of Synchro model agency at the time. And speaking on that chance of encounter, Bolt had said, "When I saw her, you could just tell. She radiated beauty." From then on, things picked up with speed, and soon at the age of 15, she appeared on the cover of British Elle, and in 1986, she did her first runway show walking for Jasper Conran. And it wouldn't be long before the likes of Karl Lagerfeld, Isaac Mizrahi, Yves Saint Laurent, Gianni Versace, and the aforementioned Azzedine Alaï were all interested in working with this young model. In just 2 short years, Naomi had made a huge impact on the fashion industry, so much that her mentor, Yves Saint Laurent, threatened to withdraw his advertising from the French Vogue if it continued to refuse to place black models on its cover. And that seemed to work, because in August of 1988, Campbell became the magazine's first Black Star cover star, and in her career she also became the first British black model to appear on the cover of British Vogue and the first black model to cover USA Vogue's most prestigious issue of the year, the September issue in 1989, of course. And just like Serena Williams continued to fight for injustice in sport against women and women of color, about which we also have a video to which the link is being displayed above, Campbell had fought against prejudice in the fashion industry, and she refused to accept her as status like that, what as some had called a token black model in a lineup of only white beauties. And speaking with The Guardian in 1997, she openly told reporters that there was prejudice in the industry, but instead of having an effect on her career, her outspoken manner had only fueled adorations for her from the fashion fans and the fashion elite. To add to her success, she was one of the 6 models of her generation that had been declared as supermodels by the fashion industry and the international press. Along with her were Christy Turlington and Linda Evangelista, and the 3 were known as the Trinity. And in 2016 interview, Naomi shared that they were truly friends. We do not have the time to cover her extensive career, which also spanned across film and television, so as you can imagine, Curious, she was very successful, with an estimated net worth of $80 million, and it's clear to see. As much as she was beloved as a supermodel, she had developed a notoriety as a diva, and this is something that former editor-at-large of US Vogue Andre Leon Talley had talked about. Her reputation in the fashion world is that she's fabulous when she's fabulous, and if Naomi suddenly doesn't show up, you've just got to eat the rope and hope that next time she'll show up. But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows, as there has been controversy linked to her name. Back in 1993, she was fired from her agency Elite Model Management for reportedly abusing not only staff, but also clients. And then in 2000, things took an uglier turn when she pleaded guilty to assault after throwing a phone at her personal assistant, later confessing that her anger issues were a result of an addiction to illicit substances, something that she was fixed by going to rehab. Though the scandals did not end there, and in 2007, after she pleaded guilty to assaulting a former housekeeper, the model did community service at a New York City sanitation garage, but she did it in a rotation of high-end couture that included a shimmering US $300,000 Dolce & Gabbana gown, an act that was criticized by others. 3 years later in 2010, she was once again back in court, and this time for well-published war crimes trial against a former Liberian leader, Charles Taylor, after it was claimed that he gifted her blood diamonds after a party in September of 1997. And during the trial, she confessed that she thought that they were just dirty rocks. But finally that same year, after what was undoubtedly been a challenging decade for the supermodel, she confessed that she was seeking therapy for abandonment issues, and that stemmed from her childhood, which had also been a reason that she started using illegal substances in the first place. As we mentioned at the start of the video, Naomi did not know her father and was raised by her grandmother while her mother was touring Europe as a dancer. The same year that Naomi spoke of her issues publicly, her mother did an interview in which she said, "I do feel that I abandoned her, and looking back on that, you sort of realize that material possessions are not the only thing that a child needs, but sometimes that child needs its biological mother." And now that at the age of 50 that Campbell has become a mother herself, more on which in a moment, people have been raising many questions, and one of the most frequent ones being, well, will the childhood that she faced and the issues that she had to deal with because of it affect her as a mother? Could the pattern repeat itself? However, motherhood is something that Campbell has thought about for a long time, and in a candid interview with Evening Standard back in 2017, she said that it was something that she had thought about all the time. Even back then, she stated that for her, becoming a mother at what would be considered an older age for motherhood was not an issue for her because, as she said, "But now with the way science is, I think I can do it when I want." And so she also stated that she would rather wait for the right man to appear in her life before she made the decision to have children. So could it be that she had found the one? Before we go on to talk about who her chosen one is, let's look back at the famous men that she had dated in the past, but this will be one of a somewhat condensed summary, as curious we could do a whole separate video about this model's love life. Her first talked about relationship was with boxer Mike Tyson, about whom we also have a video which you can check out by clicking on the link above. The two were an item from 1989 to 1990 when she dated him after Tyson split from his first wife, Robin Givens. In 1992, it was reported that she had a turbulent relationship with actor Robert De Niro, but apparently they are now just good friends. And when in an interview, the YouTube bassist Adam Clayton was asked the one thing that he desired, he replied, "A date with Naomi Campbell." Well, he got his wish, as the two of them were an item, even engaged between 93 and 94. Campbell also had a brief fling with Leonardo DiCaprio in 1995, 2 years before his breakout role in Titanic. In 2002 saw rumors about her and P. Diddy, but the two now consider each other like siblings. Her longest relationship, which lasted 5 years, was with Russian billionaire Vladislav Doronin, and later she also had flings with Rihanna's ex Hassam Jamil, grime artist Skepta, and even One Direction member Liam Payne. However, it seems that possibly she could have now found the one. And according to reports, for the past 18 months, since late of 2019, she had been secretly dating a man who is from America. Nothing else has been revealed about his identity, nor has he been confirmed as the father of the child. So yes, curious, finally we get to the news that had left many fans stunned the other day, and that was Naomi Campbell taking to her Instagram to share a photo of her hands holding a baby's feet, with the caption, "A beautiful little blessing has chosen me to be her mother. So honored to have this gentle soul in my life, and there are no words to describe the lifelong bond that I now share with you. My angel, there is no greater love." And as you can imagine, her fans went crazy. No more information has been given since then, and while many were quick to congratulate the model on her baby, some had criticized her for becoming a mother at the age of 50, with some claiming that this could have been dangerous for her health. Though, as some pointed out, we do not know whether Naomi was actually pregnant, adding that she could have just had the child via a surrogate. And some, looking at the sentence, "A beautiful little blessing has chosen me to be her mother" in the post, had even suggested that Campbell could have adopted the little girl. Though right now, there is no more information available besides that what the supermodel shared on her social media. So curious, do you think that people had the right to criticize Naomi for becoming a mother at 50? Do you know the achievements that the supermodel had racked up during her career? And do you think that her past issues stemming from her childhood are a reason for concern? Please let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our future videos. Until next time!